What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Joe Shutting His Mouth TopiCast, episode 50. He's playing stupid Dragon Ball games, like always.
Actually, it's not a Dragon Ball game, even though it does have Dragon Ball in it, but it has a lot of Shonen Jump characters.
Oh my god. Shut up. If you didn't know, this is TopiCast. We each bring random topics for discussion and go down rabbit trails for mainly our amusement, but hopefully yours as well. If you like that, you can rate us on iTunes and all podcast services. Helps us out with the algorithm and pushes us up to a new audience. With all that being said, I'm joined by Joe the Saiyan Sanchez.
What's up, guys? What's up?
And Gerard the Messiah's back once again.
Yeah.
It's like 2 weeks in a row we're all together again.
I know.
Crazy.
Joe's not asleep. He's drinking milk.
Actually, this is not milk. This is V8 juice.
Ew. Who drinks
milk.
V8 juice?
This is pomegranate blueberry V8 juice. This is really good.
How
no
old
sugar
are you?
added.
70?
I'm sorry that I had to care about my well-being. I've been trying to work out and trying to eat better and all this other stuff. So, eat my vegetables and
Your
my
vegetables.
fruit. Yeah. One way to get some. One way to get some.
What does that mean?
Why don't you have fresh fruit?
I actually do have a sugar kiss in my fridge. I ate half last night. I'll eat the other half tonight.
A
Sugar
sugar
kiss?
kiss? What is
Yeah.
that?
It's a sugar kiss melon.
Did
It's
you
like
get-
it's
you
like
got
a
a-
cantaloupe, but a lot sweeter.
Is that the one you got for free?
It's like a really sweet cantaloupe, like just really sweet.
Was that the one you got for free?
No,
I was
paid
about to say, that was a long time ago. You still got that
Yeah.
thing?
No, I buy one like maybe once every couple of weeks.
I see.
They're really good, Jared. You should go get one. You like cantaloupe? Cantaloupe. I'm not a big fan of cantaloupe.
I don't like the
Not
aftertaste.
like a really big fan. That's the thing. Me neither. That's the thing. I also don't like the aftertaste either, like a regular cantaloupe. This right here, this does not give you that aftertaste.
I see.
It gives you that shitty taste in your mouth, but just right from the get-go. No after.
No,
Right from the beginning.
It's straight good. Like just all of it's good.
Then why is this the first time I'm hearing of a sugar melon?
I don't know. I really
I've heard
don't
of
know.
it. I mean,
There's like,
They do exist. I can attest.
don't get
heard of a
a
Hershey kiss. I haven't heard of a sugar
don't-
kiss.
don't get a summer kiss. Summer kisses aren't as sweet.
All right. Look at this produce man
Look
talking
at
it
that,
up.
man. I know what I'm talking about, man. I know what I'm talking about. There's all kind of this weird shit out there.
So what have y'all been
I see
up
all kinds
to
of
this
bullshit.
past week besides buying sugar kiss melons and having shitty aftertaste?
It's good. Nothing much actually. Just kind of. I started playing fighters again recently, so I haven't played in almost like, man, it had to be close to a month. I haven't played fighters, so I started playing that recently again, trying to get back into it because I haven't decided if I want to participate in a tournament next week or not.
Where
I'm
at?
still trying to debate if I really want to.
Where's it at?
Waco.
Waco. Where at?
So I haven't decided. I've been playing.
Where's the tournament at?
The convention center. No,
Convention
I'm sorry. The Hilton. Hilton?
Yeah. What's
Yeah,
it at?
it's at
Why
the
is it at the
Hilton.
Hilton? For what?
I mean, for what?
Is it just a Dragon Ball tournament, or is there other things going on?
it's a anime convention.
trivia.
Is this DreamCon or whatever?
Yeah,
Is that what that is? Yeah.
yeah.
Hentai con.
Yeah.
Hentai heaven con.
HentaiHaven.edu. It's very educational.
What do you-
By the way, speaking of hentai, but anime, I was recommended an anime called High School DxD, Jared. I'm not sure if you ever heard of it.
I don't
All
know
right.
of any hentai, so I don't know of any.
Okay, I went on Crunchyroll, got onto it.
It said you must be 18
yeah.
or older to watch this.
You know, that's the thing. It didn't say nothing like that. It made by Funimation. I was like, okay, this is gonna be a cool. Not first episode, just full frontal, just everything showing all the ground. I was like, what the hell am I watching? And then it's on my friend's account, so he's like, hey, what the hell are you watching? I was like, I don't know. And the thing is, he was like, yeah, I watched the first episode. He was like, I watched the first episode too, thinking it would be something different, but it was completely different. I was like, yeah, I know. I was thrown for a fucking loop. I said, did you watch any more? He was like, I've seen like maybe 3 or 4 more episodes, and it said it gets very fan servicey. It's like, oh damn.
What does
So,
that
yeah,
mean? Fan
Well,
servicey?
It gets more X-rated or like fan service, like that kind of shit.
So
It
first,
was really crazy.
First
But
question.
the thing is, it had a good storyline. Like I was like, okay, this actually has a good storyline. But I was like, fuck, I can't watch it now.
So was this person trolling you that
No.
told you about this?
Legit was not trolling me.
So
she really loves his anime.
She? It's a she?
Yeah, it's a girl.
So, do you look at her differently now?
No.
No.
She watches shitty anime.
It had a good storyline. I was like, God damn it, this thing had like a really
Obviously
great
not
storyline.
if you only watched one episode.
I want to watch more, but I just don't want to fucking just see like, okay, I'm really watching hentai now, even though it's not hentai.
How can it be a good storyline then? Like, oh, I'm gonna fuck this guy, so I'm gonna go over here and fuck this alien. And,
Okay, it wasn't no fucking. It was just showing boobs and shit like that.
So they were just walking around naked?
One of the girls was like in one of the beds naked, and another girl was.
So what's the storyline if it's so good?
All right, so they're demons and there's a devil and they're in high school, and one of the popular girls is like a demon hunter, and she's going around trying to find demons and kill them. But like I said, it was actually a pretty cool storyline from the first episode because this perverted kid gets a girlfriend. And he was all excited, and she turns out to be like the fucking devil.
So it's like Species.
What?
It's like Species. The devil is like a woman, and
yeah. So she stabs him, and he thinks he's about to die, and then that girl saves his life, and then something else. I forgot what else. Some other guy came. I'm not sure if he's important or not. I don't know. Like I said, I only watched first episode.
It's a great storyline, but I don't know what happened.
I don't know what. No, I don't know about this guy. Like this guy could like keep going in the story, but all I know is he was a hunter too. Like he was hunting demons too, and he knew this person was. He knew this person was because as soon as he got stabbed and brought back to life by that girl, he had some kind of powers. So he knew that guy had powers, so he was trying to kill him too. I don't know. It was like I said, I'm not sure if that guy's gonna play more of a role, but it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Not gonna lie, but I'm probably not gonna watch it.
He probably binged the whole season. It's just not telling us. He's like,
next time on Hentai Hour. So this fighters tournament, what do you get if you win?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I have not paid attention to it. I have not kept up with it. I haven't done anything.
Does it cost to play?
Remotely look at it. I mean, I barely started playing a week ago, and I actually was that time that I took off actually felt really good because it felt better playing than I did when I was playing a lot.
Yeah, sometimes you need that break.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I mean, I was able to do the stuff I wanted to do.
What's the entry fee?
I think $10.
You should play, man. You might have a good chance.
I will. Like I said, when I get done with the stream today, I'm actually gonna sit down and play for a little bit. I wasn't able to play last night, but I probably will play. Yeah. It's just I don't know. Like I said, I had to really sit down and play again and start playing because I have the whole next I think from Thursday till Monday off next week.
Must be nice.
Yeah, so I'll have days of practice.
I see.
Days, son. I can
so
just
is that all you've been up to is hentai and fighters?
And Brawlhalla.
Brawlhalla.
Brawlhalla is such a fun game.
What about you, Gerald?
School shit, helping you out with your computer.
Oh my god.
Not a whole lot. Continuing with the workouts. So
how's the Insanity going?
It's not bad. Like it's the only bad thing about it is the pure cardio days. It's because it's literally just instead of you do so many minutes and you have a short break and then so many minutes and then a short break. It's just you go 15 to 20 minutes. I think it's 15 minutes after your warm up. You do a warm up, then you do something else, and you do 15 minutes straight of just busting your balls basically, and then the last 5 minutes is just stretching. So.
Stretch it, left stretch, right stretch, touch your toes. Richard Simmons. Was that his name, Richard Simmons?
Yeah, Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons, yeah.
That a lot of the, the pro announcers for fighters will call Bardock Richard Simmons because he has those tights on.
I saw Mission Impossible twice.
Yeah. Twice?
Once with... Yeah, I saw it once with you, and then I saw it once with my parents on Sunday, I think, at the IMAX.
3 days later?
Yeah, it was the first time I'd seen a movie in the IMAX in forever, and it was a repeat, so that's always nice. But I was going to get y'all's opinion on that. After, I don't know if it was maybe because it was my second time seeing it in such maybe a short period of time, but honestly, like, and we were like in the middle of the theater. I feel like it'd be a little bit better if we sat back towards the back to see full of the screen and not have to worry about it too much. But I didn't really get too much of a more enhanced experience going to an IMAX as opposed to just a normal movie theater.
Well, it depends, dude. The sound is so much better. I don't even know if that film was actually filmed though with IMAX in mind though. That's really where you get the.
But what's like? What would you say is the benefit of that you would get out of seeing a movie in the IMAX as compared to just a normal theater? Just the sound, basically.
That's the benefit I get out of it. The screen size doesn't really matter to me.
But the crispness of the screen, like how well it looks.
Yeah. So like Dunkirk or whatever, like that movie you have to see in IMAX. It is because that movie is all about sound. But so yeah, I don't know. Mission Impossible. I didn't know if they even filmed it in IMAX. But
what about that John Krasinski movie, A Silent Place or whatever?
Silent Place. Oh, yeah, Quiet Place.
Sound, basically.
Silent Place.
Yeah, Quiet Place.
Quiet Place. Oh my god, I heard about that movie.
I want to see
Someone
that.
told me that was.
I want to see it so bad.
It's pretty good. If you like thrillers, it's pretty good. I enjoyed it.
I like Jim, so.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. He wrote and he wrote and directed that movie.
And started.
Yeah, and started with his wife too. It's crazy.
Multi-talented.
So
we ain't gotta do something like that. You need to do something like that.
Well, yeah, I have a script. Hey. I got 100 pages so far.
100 pages.
I think it was one of the movie previews, and I may have like missing this because it went by so quick. But I thought it said that I can't remember if it's Megalodon, that movie coming out, or another one.
The Meg.
Where they said that they had scenes that were specifically filmed for. Oh no, it was the First Man movie, I think.
First Man.
That's supposed to be based on the America's first moon landing. You know
that one with is that the one with?
It's not Kevin Bacon, is it?
No, it's with Neil Armstrong, right? But isn't it Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal. That's what it is. The younger Kevin Bacon.
The younger.
But
Kevin Bacon. No, wait, it's not Jake Gyllenhaal. It's Ryan Gosling.
Yeah,
it's the guys.
They're all the same.
They're all the same. Jeez.
Yeah, that looked cool.
Are there actual movies that have been doing that? Because I've not been with the IMAX game at all since like I was like 8 or 9. I went to go see like the fucking Alamo movie in San Antonio when we took our trips there for school. So
yeah,
they have scenes like that they would just put in extra in a movie because it's an IMAX.
Put in extra scenes?
Yeah,
I don't know if they put in extra scenes, but some scenes that they actually film with an IMAX camera.
Okay.
But I mean, certain directors like Christopher Nolan, he's big into like running IMAX film.
Yeah, a lot of the Batman films they were like some of the scenes were designed for IMAX, and then
I know, man, I'm so upset that we didn't get The Dark Knight around here when they re-released it for IMAX.
See, I saw Superman at IMAX. I was like, that was decent.
Well, it was Superman, so.
Daniel, since you saw Mission Impossible with me, I wanted to get your take on this, and maybe it's because I'm more of a Mission Impossible noob because it was kind of a lot of them came out whenever I was younger. But when they showed his wife and the girl that are in the movie, I thought they were the same person. Like, and maybe that's just me thinking that that's just another thing of like all white people look alike. But the two girls looked exactly the same. I thought they were the exact same. Like I'm like, why is he talking about this chick when it's literally her right standing in front of her? So
yeah, they do. They do kind of look alike. I mean, he likes a certain type, man. Get off his back.
I was like, they could have changed the hair color. They could have changed the hair length. They could have done something. It was like they had the same eyebrows. They had the same facial features. They had the exact same hair color. It's like the only thing that was different is one of them had a little bit of a thicker eyebrow than the other one. That was the only way that you could really tell it.
And one of them was a trained killer.
I guess you could say that.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. He likes what he likes, man. Leave him alone. I don't know what to say. What did you think of the movie? Did you like it or?
Yeah, I thought it was good. It's about like every action movie right now. Like to me, like all the action movies, like they're either just or they're kind of just like shitty. So it's To me, it's
It
like
was
they're
okay.
very rarely they're coming out with an action movie where it's just like above and beyond, like a John Wick or something like that. You know, where it's got to have some very unique plot or device to it that makes it stand out from other action movies that have been coming out these days. Just because it seems like they just kind of shit them out whenever they need to.
Right.
My friend sent me a text earlier today, and he said he just realized that he had come up with a thought that Tom Cruise is the American Jackie Chan, basically, because he does all the action movies.
He does his
fighting
own
and all that kind of
stunts and
stuff.
all that.
Yeah.
Gosh.
But
You can say
Jackie,
the same thing about Keanu Reeves.
but Jackie
Yeah.
Chan is the American Jackie Chan.
True.
I'll put Keanu Reeves above Tom Cruise.
Well, I don't. Tom Cruise, I think, does more stunts than Keanu Reeves, but Keanu Reeves is a badass when he took off his own gun fu stuff and learned all that. But
Yeah. So what have you been up to, Daniel?
well, I saw Mission Impossible, and I thought it was okay. Now, before I saw it, I heard the ending was like super crazy, and I was like, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was like if you've seen any Mission Impossible movie before, it's like you already kind of knew something like that was going to happen. You just don't know like who's going to be the one in a mask or who's going to be doing what, you know.
Yeah,
So
I don't know.
I don't know.
I maybe because I read that, I expected something crazy, and I was like, okay.
I think it was just crazy because it was like the whole because like apparently he flew that helicopter. Like I don't know exactly what kind of stunts like that they did in real life with the helicopters, but I saw another one of my friends was telling me that he actually did fly the helicopter at the end. And I was like, oh, I guess that's cool. Like,
I guess.
but all you're doing is flying a helicopter. Like,
I guess.
I do that PA on the rig.
What else have I been doing?
So what have you been up to, Daniel?
I'm thinking.
Trying to fix this
Thinking.
computer.
We're trying to fix my computer.
Besides
I fixed
that,
it.
obviously.
There's nothing wrong with it. It was the app, so it wasn't me.
Yeah, apps been working fine for me, like I said.
Well,
Anyway,
Jared saw it with his own eyes. What else? I ordered another SNES Classic because I'm gonna mod it.
Oh, are you?
Another one.
I saw. They actually have some in stock in Target where I'm at.
The Super Nintendo or the Nintendo?
Actually, Super Nintendo, I saw that HEB at HEB where I'm at, and then the regular Nintendo I saw at Target.
Yeah. They're. I got mine off of Amazon. It'll be here tomorrow. But what else have I done? I don't even know, man. I saw.
You don't know?
That's about it, really. Oh, I've been watching Better Call Saul. I just finished season 2, so I'm about to start season 3. I like it. Do y'all watch that, or have you seen it? I know you haven't seen it, Joe. So I'm talking to Jared here.
Yeah, I've been caught up on Better Call Saul, fool.
Yeah, I started it when it first came out, and I just never went back to it. But so
Oh my
I'm on
gosh.
season 3. And
Oh yeah, that's about to start up.
what season? How many
next
seasons
week?
are there? Is there
Season
4?
4 is starting up next week.
Oh, okay. So they're not done with it yet. Is this the last season?
No, sorry. I just gotta. This could be potentially on a topic here. Sorry, I'm reading this real quick. You'll know why. You may have gotten the email as well.
Email.
But keep going. Yeah.
Email.
No,
What email?
Our email and topics now.
Email and topics.
No. This is the email for one of the topics that I have. I got an email from that's related to it, basically.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your Tinder topic.
No, well, yeah.
I was about to say I didn't get that. I didn't get that email.
To talk about too. So I guess I can go ahead and get to that since we're kind of doing the personal stuff. But
Personal stuff.
basically, I was supposed to go on a date with a girl this past Saturday, and what ended up happening was Friday. I get a text like later on in the evening, basically saying like, "Hey." Now, mind you, like I had talked to this girl for a while, like gotten some information out of her.
Got some information. What are you, a spy?
You talk with each other. You like so you kind of get to know each other. You feel like you are making
What's
a
your
good enough
bank account
connection
number,
where like, you
bitch?
can go out on a date with somebody. But basically, she texted me. I'll read the text here, so that way I'm not going to misspeak.
Don't misspeak.
I didn't delete it. Hold on.
So how long were you talking to her?
Okay, here we go. So it was in the afternoon on Friday, she goes, "Oh my God, dude, you'll never believe the day I had." Basically, because like me and her will like text, but I'd like text her. She'd text me in the morning, and then I'd text her back like later in the afternoon, and like it was kind of delayed stuff, except for like at night. And basically, she was like, "I found out this morning that my ex went to jail, and now I've got my kids." And then she sends me a photo of like, because like when people get like put into the jail cells or whatever, like like you can go on the county website and look up their mugshot and all that kind of stuff. She sends me a photo of the mugshot and all that kind of stuff, and she puts "that's him!" exclamation point with a smiley face, and then she says, "I know I've got a lot of drama in my life, LOL." And I was like, okay. And she didn't tell me she had kids.
I was about to add. That was my first question. You were like,
So she told me she had been married at one point. She's 25, so she said she had been married for like 6 years before and then had gotten a divorce. So I was like, damn, so she was probably got married when she was like, what, 17, 18, something like that?
18, probably fresh out of high school, got married.
Yeah, if not younger, which if it's younger, it's kind of a little bit more ridiculous. But I was like, you know what? I can brush that off to the side until I kind of talk to her like face to face a little bit and kind of see what's going on with that, see if it's still like an attachment thing. But then, like, the whole thing where she was just like, oh, yeah, well, now he's in jail and I have my kids now. I was just like, oh, well, yeah, that sucks. If you need some time to get your stuff together, that's fine. Just did you text her back again after that? I was just like, no, I can't go through with that. That's too early.
Did you say kid or kids? Like multiples?
So that was the thing. So like whenever because she was like, oh well, I need your last name, so I'm gonna put your name on my phone or whatever. So I put your last name, and she did the same with me.
Smith.
So basically, I looked her up on Facebook after that, and I saw that there was like
you should really look her up on Facebook.
Yeah, there was like 2 younger kids that she had with her, like in one picture.
Like,
but
those must
one
be
of the
nephews.
photos, it was like her grandma, and it was like, oh hey. Your grandmother really loved her grandkids, or she really loved her grandkids or whatever. And I was just like, I don't know if, because she said she had brothers, so I was like, I don't know if those were like maybe her younger brothers or if that's like her kids. So I just assumed that they were younger brothers, I guess, being like on the hopeful side, and she never brought it up. So yeah, that's kind of one reason why it's that I'm not so on board with the whole dating app thing, just because it's kind of like people can get fucking bamboozled so easily, dude.
I'll tell you this right now: if you're gonna find a girl, you hopefully do find one. There's probably like a 90% chance that she actually has kids. Because how old are you right now? How old are you?
27. I'll be 28 in October.
You're gonna find a girl, probably the youngest. I think you'll probably go. I could probably see the youngest you go like 22, maybe 23.
Yeah,
and that's very rare. I mean, not really rare, but
I feel
there's a 50%. Yeah, but there's a 50% chance I think that they would have a kid. But the older you get, for sure you're gonna run into one of these women with a kid.
That's what. And there's I think we talked about it on an episode before. It's just that that these days it's like more. We're seeing like more people with being single with kids. I feel like, and it's like, to me, like if I'm looking into what girls need to understand is, unless I'm just like, oh, I'm so lonely, like I need to just be with somebody so bad that I'm going to take over somebody's kids. Like, I'm not trying to be somebody else's father. Like, I'm not trying to get into a starter family. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, well, I'll be your daddy kid. Like, no, I did not make you.
You're not you're not trying to get that cheat code.
If I get into like my upper 30s to 40s, like maybe I could consider that.
Maybe I'll take that shortcut.
Like, I'm not just gonna take over somebody's family and be like, oh yeah, well I didn't make this kid, but I'm gonna pay for his car and his college tuition and all that kind of shit. Like fuck no. Like, I'd rather start my own family. I don't want to like take over something because you decided you wanted to open your legs and not use protection when you were 18, 19 years old, 16, 17-year-old. You know, that's what girls I feel like don't understand. Is like, yeah, the whole free. I don't care if you're fucking, if you're doing whatever. That's fine. That's on you. Women are more willing to do whatever they want in this new generation of the way
these dang whippersnappers.
But then you also need to consider is like, hey, guess what? If you have a kid, that's going to shut you off to a lot of people that aren't just wanting to be like, oh, I want to take over. I want to date somebody because I want to. And maybe that's just my feeling. Like maybe some other people are more empathetic to the feeling of like taking over like a family and stuff like that. But I just have always kind of felt that way. It's just like, well, you did this because you were stupid back then, and because I'm not stupid now, I have to pay for you being stupid and getting pregnant at that age, because you didn't want to use a condom or birth control or whatever.
So speaking of, hold on, Joe. Speaking of Joe's 50% comment. Speaking of last episode, you probably got a 10% chance that they got a dick too.
Why's that?
I don't know. It's Tinder. You never know.
Oh, that is fucking true. Yeah, you never fucking know.
Joe knows from experience.
Yeah, just run away. Trust me.
Just run away.
Just slip Viagra in the drink, and if you see a bowl, just like, I'm good. We're good. I know you. No, but I agree with you, Jared, about the whole, how you feel about that. But also, that's why a lot of the girls will end up not talking to a lot of the guys. Also, that's why they're very selective because of the fact that, because I mean, every guy that they run into is not gonna want to start a relationship with a kid. But I'm pretty sure a majority of the guys that they meet on Tinder or whatever are just trying to get in their fucking pants.
Yeah, duh.
But
and I agree.
If they have kids, they know it's easy, right?
It's a lot harder to meet somebody through that app for something like that, just because a lot of people are just kind of looking for something quick and fun, as opposed to like an actual like longer relationship or something.
Yeah, if I get on Tinder and swipe left, the first thing I'm gonna say, you want to sit on my face?
And she's gonna go, you want to sit on mine?
Well, we got a predicament going on right now.
I like hentai too, boy.
But no, I agree with you though. But like I said, it's just that's why a lot of the girls are very selective. Like they have to really, 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 as far as talking, like, because I know people with kids that are single that I've talked to. They say they're selective because of the fact that not everyone's going to jump into a relationship with someone that has kids, and they're not. I know a lot of them that I talk to. That's what they're not. They're not looking for someone to be that person.
Yeah,
they're not. And then, like I said, if you want to, like, if you get older and you want to do something like that, then yeah, cool. But if not, yeah, it's all about you too. If you want to do, if you want to hop into that kind of responsibility, because at the end of the day, it's also if you want to get in a relationship with someone like that, what they're, if you were getting in a relationship with this girl, let's say you and her were talking for like another month, and then like another month goes, like 2 months, 3 months go by, and then like, all right, I do actually want to date her, like this, like, make her my girlfriend. You know what you're getting into because she has 1 kid, 2 kid, whatever. So you know what kind of role you have to take
play.
Take a part and be a part, because obviously the kid, no matter what, you're never going to replace the kid's dad, no matter what.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. But if a kid's dad is in jail, he's still going to need a role model type, a male role model to look up to. If you're dating a girl, you have to play that part. You have to be that part.
And I'm not saying that. So like I guess another part is like, so let's say like people like get up in age, maybe like, I don't know, and a girl wants to like adopt a kid just because she doesn't think that she's going to have a chance to have a kid or something like that. Like that would be something I would be on board for, like, just because that's not like, there's no other dad in the picture that has like, that this kid has like looked at to. Yeah. Or it will always think, okay, well, this is my actual dad over here, or not some like crazy ass motherfucker that's in jail gonna be like waiting to come out and just do whatever the fuck. Like, you don't know.
So. Yeah. You really don't know.
So since she didn't tell you had kids, you should have asked her. So are you a porn star too? Because we just had this discussion. What would I do if my girlfriend was a porn star?
Oh God!
You need to look her up. You need to look her up, Jared.
Let me look her up.
Search that name.
I'm pretty sure she wouldn't be under her real name if she was a porn star. Like,
you'd be surprised.
That would be.
I would be.
I would be.
A great chance to expose myself. Put that on my resume.
Oh my God! So, what's your topic, Jared?
All right, so I figured we can talk about this since it happened last week, and I don't know if I'm taking your topic or somebody else's topic here, but
probably mine. But talk about it.
So going to the movie theater with Daniel, our pressurizer, on Thursday, I loaded up Movie Pass, was about to get the ticket. Whenever I loaded up the app, it was like we're experiencing a temporary outage with being able to transfer money onto cards at this current moment. Please bear with us while we work with a problem or whatever.
The system shut down.
You're like, what
I was like, you know what, let me still try it, because sometimes like it'll say that, but they'll have the problem fixed and they just hadn't taken it down. So I tried checking in, and it was just like, well, we're having an error right now. You can still get your ticket through an e-ticketing service or whatever. So I didn't know what the fucking e-ticketing service was, besides like maybe just doing it online. So I tried to do it through an app or something like that, like Flickster or whatever, to see if they had a movie pass option, and they didn't. So I was like, well, I'll just buy a ticket. That's fine. It'll be like the first time I bought a movie this whole year, so it won't be awful. So went in and bought a movie. A couple of days later, Daniel sends me like this thing on Facebook that apparently
the next day.
Yeah, it was like that. Apparently, at that point in time, the companies that had owned MoviePass, or the MoviePass like actual company, like just had went not necessarily bankrupt, but they were just out of money. Like they didn't have any money to put on anybody's cards at all, and they like weren't telling anybody anything. It was just one of those deals where I think probably somebody looked into it and they found out that information. So like a lot of people in the comments thread were talking about how they were going to go ahead and cancel, just because, I mean, they're probably going to go bankrupt or whatever. But and then maybe later on that this, like, I think it was this weekend. Yeah. You sent me another thing on Facebook where it was God, I can't remember what it says. Basically, it was just like they had tried to reach out to MoviePass. They hadn't really said anything, but it looked like they were probably going to either possibly shut it down or change some kind of service with it or whatever.
Well,
just because
I read it and it said they were $6 million in debt now.
Yeah.
That they owe.
Wow.
For all the movies, and then also that their stock has gone down to less than $1 a share.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Everybody sold and got out. That's crazy, man. Yeah,
so
MoviePass
I just got they just sent out an email, like this is what I was talking about earlier while we were talking.
We regret to inform you that no more free movies.
Like, the CEO
freeloader
is like, dear MoviePass members, basically just saying that they're apologizing for not letting the people know what's going on with the past few days with their service. And now that they're making changes with their services. So here's the changes that they're making.
$50.
So they said they're gonna reduce the availability for big new movie titles such as Mission Impossible Fallout and other new popular releases, at least for a while, as they adjust the business model. It says they're working on making it more clear in the app so that they know which more titles are available. The second one is show times that are offered through the service will vary from day to day, and every show time may not be available. AKA, you're probably only going to see a movie at like 12 o'clock in the morning. Tuesday.
10 o'clock in the morning.
When it's like a $4 movie instead of an actual like $8 like movie matinee time when you would go or whatever. And then the next one is, or the last one is, while our customer service teams made great strides, yada yada yada. Me and support, we're working to prioritize. Basically, they're just talking about how they're trying to fix the glitches and bugs in the app. So basically, it sounds like they're going to try and now soak up your money as much as possible and make it to where you can only use this movie pass at very inconvenient times.
Yeah, I mean,
to see inconvenient movies that you don't want to see, probably.
He doesn't want to come out and say that they're going to shut it down because he still wants people to pay so that they can pay their debt off. Man,
yeah, that's going to be pretty interesting.
People need to get out while they can. They just need to stop paying for it.
So so you think it's going under?
Yeah, I think, dude, it's gone, man. Them to be $6 million in debt, their investors are not going to. There's no way, and people aren't going to stick around for that.
Did you have it at all? Did you have it?
No, I never bought it. Remember, I talked about it. I was like, man, I should, but now I'm glad I didn't, because I'd be like, what the?
I mean, honestly, now it makes me just want to, like, after getting an email like that, it makes me just want to cancel it and then go ahead and buy, like, the AMC,
the $20 one,
passes, you know? Just because, I mean, there's no fuckery with that, in my opinion, for as far as I know. Like, it could come up 2 weeks later, and they're like, oh, well, since MoviePass is shutting down, we're going to do the same thing.
Which, honestly, they might, because the only reason why they did that was to stick it to
compete with them. Yeah.
So now that they know, they're going under, so we don't got to do this anymore. So I don't know.
The thing is like they were still The movie companies were still making money off of it. It's just that they were getting paid through Movie Pass, that their company, and not like through the actual customer.
Right.
The customers were paying the
Movie Pass was supposed to be paying them. Obviously, they're not getting paid now. So I don't know, man.
So,
we'll see what happens.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that whole deal. Like, it was definitely a cool thing while it lasted.
Yeah.
If the AMC one or any other one like pops up and they continue to do it, I think it'll still be a cool idea. I just think that whoever does it needs to get it figured out.
The good thing with the AMC one, it's centralized to just AMC movie theaters, and so they control everything, and then they know that people aren't going to see 3 movies. Well, some people, but they know they're going to get all their money off of the concession stand. And since everything they know is staying in the same theater, they know they're going to recoup their costs through the concession stand. So it's not like you can jump around to different theaters and give them money, you know. So I think the AMC one might stick around. We'll see. But like I said, if they don't have to have it anymore, there's really no reason for them to. But I don't know. I bet all the movie passes will be gone within a year.
Yeah, unless they could theoretically do what you were saying and just add on the to the cost. But yeah, it's one of those deals where it's like they're so far in a hole. Like, I don't know what they can do to like get themselves out to start making it profitable like anytime soon.
And just if they do add on the cost, but if they don't change like the times where you can see the new movies, it's just not worth it. I mean, if I can only see movies that have been out for 5 weeks, and I can only see it on a Tuesday.
It's kind of like, I compare it to like having Crunchyroll Premium to just normal Crunchyroll. It's like, okay, well, I can see the new episodes the week they come out, and I can talk to the people about it and all that kind of stuff. Or I can wait a week and avoid spoilers and then get to see it for free later on. But
with ads,
yeah.
Right.
But you hope that nobody else like talks about it and you overhear or something like that. It's basically it's like Game of Thrones, basically like that is too. But I feel what they're
gonna do? They're gonna have like all the theaters are gonna put Movie Pass people. Like if you have Movie Pass, it knows, and so it puts you in this certain theater, and every like 5-10 minutes an ad plays, and all the seats are broken.
This is what you qualify for by using the Movie Pass.
You get the loaner theater. Yeah. Bring around the loaner. Oh man! Hey, did y'all see I think it came out today. The article about the guy who screwed over like McDonald's with the Monopoly game piece. Did y'all see that?
I thought you were about to talk about that fight at the McDonald's with that.
I saw that.
I don't care about that. I don't care about those two bitches.
That shit was dumb. What was the Monopoly? I'm more interested in the Monopoly thing.
So,
I saw
there's this
title,
guy.
But I didn't
he was an ex-cop, right? And he worked for, basically his job was to transport the like Monopoly game pieces, like the like the like high profile ones, like the winners and stuff. He was supposed to like manage all that, right? And he worked with like mobsters and like strip club owners and like drug dealers and stuff. And basically he first gave one $25,000 winner to somebody he knew to see if anybody would notice. And then all this stuff happened.
No one noticed.
Right. And so he started, at first, and so he started like divvying them out to all these people that he knew. And he like took them for like $14 million. And the FBI got involved finally, called, I forgot what the operation was called, but somebody said that they had the like big $1 million winner for life thing. And they did like a documentary and they came to the guy's house. Yeah, I won. And the FBI was actually the camera people. And they were undercover for the sting. And like the guy,
Operation Big Mac.
The story that the guy came up with was stupid. Like he was on vacation at a beach and he got one of these instant winners out of a newspaper, and his story kept changing, and it was just so funny. But it's just crazy that this guy, he was doing it for like 14 years, working for them. That's why they don't do the Monopoly thing anymore.
Oh, but I never really
thought they still did do the Monopoly.
I didn't notice they didn't do it anymore.
No, I don't think they do it anymore. I haven't seen it in a while.
I felt like they did it like in the past 3 years, I feel like.
Well, I think this just started, like, this just happened here recently. Like, last year, the year before that, where they actually closed it out, but... But yeah, they finally caught that guy. Noticed. But it was, I just thought it was funny that... I was like, I was wondering where the Monopoly thing went. Like, they don't advertise it anymore, and then... Sure enough, this article came up.
I never know that they didn't do the Monster thing anymore.
The next game they're gonna do is called Sorry. Let's see. My topic would be if you could go back to a certain point, like a certain event in your life, what would you go back to?
Like one point?
Yeah, well, if you could just like relive something that happened in your life, like in your past, like if you could relive that one event or like one more time, what would it be? Like it's like first time you had sex with somebody, I don't know, whatever event you want. First time you scored a touchdown, I don't know.
It's a good one.
First concert you went to, or any past event that you wish you could relive.
I couldn't think of anything besides. Man, it's a hard one because there's like in your whole life you think of all the stuff that you could have gone and could have done differently.
Right.
And then you think of all the cool shit you did that you would want to go back to. But anytime I think about that kind of stuff, like, I don't want to go back to that because I'll probably end up doing more stupid shit.
Well, you can only go back and relive it like once.
Well, yeah, relive it.
And then you come back to the present.
Yeah, but
you don't get to like change history.
I would probably actually do when I went to a Chance the Rapper concert.
That was like last year.
It was like boring. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. It was one of the best experiences I've ever been. It was like one of the best things I've ever done.
Because you got high off that shit.
No, that's the thing. I had no drugs, no alcohol, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Then what happened?
Plain, just having.
What happened?
It was just a great experience. I've never been to a concert, like an actual concert like that. It was just a great experience. It's like literally one of the best experiences I've ever been a part of my whole life.
But what made it so great?
Everything, the atmosphere, the songs, just everything about it. Everything about that concert was just amazing. It was just a fun time for me. It was just really, really great.
Got his dick sucked.
Yeah. What Chance was going blah 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 blah.
No, it was really fun. I've never done anything like that.
I've never done anything like that before.
So it's probably like literally the best, like I said, best thing I've ever done.
I didn't even know you could do that with your mouth.
It was done, trust me.
Oh, jeez. What about you, Jared?
I feel like I could probably come up with a couple, but the only if I had more time to think about it, but the one that's just coming to me right now would probably be whenever we won the 10-year-old state tournament for All Stars for Little League. So
10-year-old. Oh, 10, yeah. Like you age 10.
Yeah, we were 10.
I thought you were saying like the tournament was 10 years old. I was like, what?
It was like a comeback win. We won it like in the final inning. Like my dad like jumped up whenever it happened, and like whenever he did, like he like pulled his hamstring like real bad. So he was like limping because he was like sitting like on one of those whatever those are, the buckets or whatever, and his shoe got caught in the fence, or he jumped up, his leg got caught, so he like fucked up his leg for a little bit. But like, and then like afterwards, like we all went to this one of the guys' houses, and his dad was fucking lit on alcohol that he had been drinking all day, and he was just blaring "We Are the Champions" like the whole day while we were over there. It was like swimming, and they like pulled it up on the news, or they had it up on the news. So it was just a really cool day. And
Everybody was doing lines of coke in the bag.
We're all just high, Brad. Never been closer to God. 5-year-old with a great time.
So I mean, I feel like there's probably a couple moments where I could think about like that. But I mean, that's one of those ones where it's like it's so far back in my past that it'd be cool to go back and relive that, just to kind of remember the small details that sometimes you forget over time. So
right. Yeah. I mean, I think I'd like to go back and. I don't know, just I can always picture like some football games, just knocking the shit out of people and knocking people's helmets off, and those were good times, good memories. There's a couple concerts that I wish I could go back and relive, like when I saw Kill Switch at Emo's in Austin. It's like a super small venue, and like it was max to the brim.
Kill Switch Engage or Kill Switch Emos?
Kill Switch Engage.
They says Kill Switch Emos because
I did. It's at place at Emo's.
Okay.
The place is called Emo's in Austin. But yeah, I mean, if the fire marshal would have walked in, they would have shut it down. Like, there was so many people. Like, we were standing shoulder to shoulder, and when like the pit and everything would move, everybody would move because you had no choice. Everybody was so close.
Just go with it.
It was insane. Like, it was just crazy, but that was a great moment. So yeah, probably those for me. Maybe I might have some skateboarding moments if I could think of any, but there's some good times with that. But
I feel like if I did anything cool skateboarding, I'd probably have a moment like that. But my skateboarding is just it starts with me like trying to do things
and then on the ground.
Ass, yeah. And so
do you used to skateboard?
Yeah, that's what mine was too.
Did you used to skateboard,
Me?
Jared? Yeah.
I attempted to. So like I felt like I wouldn't call myself a skateboarder. It was one of those where like I attempted to do stuff, but I didn't really I was doing so many other like sporting events and different other stuff when I was younger that like I felt like I didn't have the time to put into skateboarding. And if I did, I probably would have gotten hurt, and then it would have literally like taken away being able to do all that other stuff. So
everyone attempted to skateboard when they're younger. Everybody did.
I mean, I tried to do it again whenever I lived in San Antonio,
especially when the Tony Hawk phase happened.
Yeah, but like for a month, like I tried giving it a shot again because one of my friends back there picked it up again because he used to skateboard when he was younger. They tried teaching me a bunch of other stuff, and I mean, I feel like I got farther than I did when I was a kid, like learning like how to transfer off like ramps and ollieing and different stuff like that. But I could just never like get anything landed to the point where I felt like I was comfortable enough on a board. Right. So
I even have a skate DVD, man, that we made and we like edited music to. It was pretty awesome. I got good there for a while, like in my prime, man. I was doing some crazy stuff, but anyways. In my prime.
Man.
I still got my board. Still got my board.
You used to have one of those ghetto ass like plastic ramps that they used to sell at like Toys R Us or whatever.
I never had the plastic
like
ramps.
Every skateboarder had pretty much.
No, we built our own boxes and like grind boxes, and we like put metal on and everything. We had our own like grind rails and everything.
See, my cousin, he built his own ramp in his backyard. It was actually like a half pipe. It was actually really
built a half pipe?
Stuff. Yeah, it was actually really good. Like,
we were gonna build one, but we're like, man, we don't got time for this.
He would just find pieces of wood, like go to like junkyard and stuff like that, and just find pieces of wood that they didn't want anymore. Just take them and then start building like that, and then he would sand it all down. And he took time to actually build it.
Right. Yeah, we didn't skate ramps too much. We were more street skaters. I did ollie off when we had the skate park off of Tennyson. I ollied off that half pipe, and it's over like 6 feet tall. So that's back in my prime. But
what's funny is back when we were younger, I felt like vert skating was like the big thing, and I felt like probably because of Tony Hawk and a bunch of that's where a lot of the big scares and big tricks were going on at. But the generations now, it's all about street skating. Like vert skating's like cool. They still have like the big air and stuff like that. But I feel like all the attention and the money and everything is in the street skating.
Well, street skating, man, it's just so much. It's just so much cooler. Seeing all the lines and stuff that people do, it's just crazy. But
doing lines,
doing them lines, lines of coke.
Yeah, I know. Skaters are crazy.
They're crazy, man. So yeah. Do you ever think of anything else, Joe, besides your 1 year ago Chance the Rapper story?
No, that's it, man. I mean, I could go back to like when I used to play hockey and how I was completely badass in that, but I was like, nah. It was fun, but it's like not something I really want to relive because I can still kind of think of all the memories.
Did you buy your Mighty Ducks jersey?
No, I really want to though. Like I really want to right now.
This is for the Anaheim Ducks, right?
I really want to right now, man.
That was this week or last week where they said that they were doing like the
25th anniversary, something like that.
Yeah, and they were using the jerseys. I look cool, but I didn't have the money to get one.
Yeah, me neither. I'm trying to save my money just for a whole bunch of stuff next year, and then
we should go to a Stars game, Joe.
I need to.
Let's go. Let's go. I like hockey.
Yeah.
Did you see those? You see those Dragon Ball shoes? What'd you think of them?
Those come out. Those come out this year, but I've seen them last year.
I know. But they didn't. This is the first time they actually like showed them, right?
No, they already showed them. They showed them last year.
They were the prototype images last year, right? These are the real ones now.
No.
Oh.
The only ones I'm gonna try to get are the sales. They come out in September. I'm gonna try to get those. I really like
the Frieza ones look lame. The Goku ones.
The Frieza ones look like mom shoes. That look like if you were a mom if you were gonna go soccer practice. Like, all right, I got my Frieza shoes on. Let's go, honey.
I'm gonna buy some for my wife and just slide them in there. You know.
I don't like the Goku. I want the Vegetas.
I thought the Goku ones are okay. I like the little.
I don't like them.
How they have Nimbus and stuff on there, like the little details that they have.
Yeah.
On the side.
Yeah, the Vegeta ones are cool, but I would never wear them because I don't like the way they look. But I just think they're cool because
I don't even remember the Vegeta and Cell ones.
The Cell ones I really like. Gohan's are cool, but they're just too purple.
Too purple.
And I really like the Shinron. I really like those also.
Those are badass. Do they have the balls on them?
Those come out in December.
Do they have the balls on them?
No.
No balls?
Dragon balls on them?
No. It's just, they're just different colors. I think they're made by Adidas too. Yeah. But like I said, the Cells are my favorite just because I love the way they look. But I might get the Cells. I'm going to try to get the Cells. I'm going to try to get the Vegetas. That's the goal. To get the Vegetas.
There is
just
no
to
try.
have the Vegeta.
Just buy them.
Well, I got to make sure I can find them and buy them.
Import them
I have to go online and do all that stuff. There's a certain time you can order them or whatever. I just got to look up the shit. That's
look
all
up
it is.
the shit, he says. Look up the shit. So what's your topic, Joe?
My topic kind of falls in the same line as yours in a way. But if you could go back in time, like whenever you're younger, and learn any language besides, obviously, English, what language would you go with? And this is like, if you were to go back, you would actually, by the time you're now, you would be fluent in it.
Well, I would
read it, write
I would have two answers. I'd want to learn. Okay. Well, I have three really, but I'd like to learn Japanese and stuff, just because I've always wanted to know it, and I want to go to Tokyo. Yeah. But honestly, it's not really practical. I mean, honestly, the best one for me to learn would be Spanish, just for where we live in Texas, and it would just give you basically you get paid more for being bilingual. I mean, if I knew Japanese in Texas, what am I gonna do with that shit? Play Japanese video games. I mean, it's really kind of pointless. I mean, I know some German, but I mean, nobody around here speaks German, so it's kind of like pointless, you know?
Yeah.
But sometimes when people speak to me in Spanish, I start speaking to them in German, and they just walk away.
Like, oh, it's Hitler. Just walk away, guys.
They don't understand.
Mijo, walk away. No.
Mijo, no. But honestly, Spanish would be the best one.
Yeah. That probably would. I mean, that would be the best one to lean. But I would still go Japanese.
Area, yeah.
I would still go Japanese without a doubt. Just because of the fact that I'm trying to learn it right now, so I would still go Japanese right now. And the fact that it's so much easier to learn languages when you're younger.
Oh yeah.
You absorb it more, so. Yeah, Spanish, like I said, Spanish would be the most practical one because you would use it more often and you would have, better job opportunities and get paid more and have more of job security in a way.
See, and then you could hear people talking behind your back.
Yeah, but then you never know. Some Japanese couple might come in the store and start talking behind your back. Like, I know exactly what you're saying. Don't think I don't.
Yeah, I'm the one guy in here that knows. Get out of here.
I think Russian would be another cool one. I would love to learn Russian. Just because it sounds like really just like
sounds mean.
Yeah, it does. Like you could be saying something so nice and it sounds like you're just gonna fuck something up, and the person's like, "All right, I don't want to fuck with you."
It's kind of like
Italians, kind of like that
Italian,
too. Yeah. Italian's just like it sounds like somebody's yelling at you, or you're just fucking going ham on somebody. Basically.
And all you're saying is you want some meatballs.
Yeah. I think mine would probably be I mean, I think I already talked about before Japanese, but if I were to pick a different one, since we may all end up picking that one, I'd probably go with Swedish because of the ladies. So that way I could just go to Sweden and just slay.
Just slay.
Oh my gosh! Just go to Sweden and slay.
Yeah.
Another good one would be sign language.
Yeah, that actually would be another really good one.
You could go to the rap concerts and do the sign language for the people in the crowd.
You see that lady?
Yeah,
that lady that does it.
I think what was it? It was Eminem or Snoop Dogg or somebody. I can't remember who it was. It was an older rapper in the '90s that they were having on there, and she was just going ham.
I saw.
She goes ham.
I think it was fake, but there's this video of a heavy metal band called Lamb of God. They had like a sign language person there. It looked so funny. I was just laughing my head off. But she was getting into it, man.
They go crazy. They go crazy. I love it though. Yeah, sign language would be another good one to learn and really,
I just wish I knew all the
get out
languages.
there. Yeah.
From what I've talked to about people from other countries, though, because I mean, I feel like I have some friends that are from other countries that have come to America, and people that have been in the military and they've gone to other countries and stuff like that. And they were saying that like English is kind of turning into like the main deal, just because like everybody likes America. That's where a lot of money is being made. It's where the business is, and people are learning English because of that, and because like they're watching American TV and all that kind of stuff. So it's almost kind of like, it's funny because we think Spanish is kind of going to end up being, everybody thinks that Spanish is going to be the big thing because I feel like we live so close to it that like, it's like, it's going to take over. But I feel like if you go anywhere else,
it's not going to take over.
Oh, well, yeah, nobody cares about Spanish. They're more concerned about either their personal language or English. Like those are the only two languages that are big in their countries for the most part. So
yeah. Well, they say English is the hardest language to learn. I mean,
I thought it said Japanese is the hardest one to learn.
No, English is because of the different, like all the different grammars and stuff that we have with it.
And tenses and all that kind of crap.
Yeah, all the tenses and stuff. But tomato.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the whole cast of Guardians?
I did.
Came out with a statement and signed to have Gunn come back.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was cool.
Guardians?
I don't think it'll happen though.
No,
I think it's hilarious.
Like,
it's one of those deals where it's like Disney's so PC, like they don't give a fuck about what anybody wants. It's like no, we're gonna offend.
They're gonna
a small amount of people.
They're gonna shut it. They're gonna shut down the project. Watch.
You're gonna come out.
What could happen?
There's gonna be no Guardians 3.
No, what they're gonna do? They're gonna rewrite Infinity War, and everybody's gonna be.
I was about to say, what's gonna happen with the next I mean, how crazy would that be? Is if when they on the next Infinity movie, it's just like, well, fuck it, we're just gonna make sure that all the Guardians are dead, so that way we don't have to worry about it again.
The only one alive is Rocket.
Well, they can kill him off.
The only
just break his neck.
That's still there is Rocket. No, they keep Rocket. Keep Rocket forever.
How crazy would that be if they did that though? Just like they were just like, screw it, we'll just end it like that. That way it gives it some meaning, and then we don't have to worry about it.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah. That'd be kind of funny.
I wish we can only be so lucky.
You don't like Guardians?
No, I do like Guardians a lot. Actually, I just want Disney to take risk, and I just don't see it happen.
They did take risks while doing these movies.
Did
that's the risk they took. They only had to take one risk, and it paid off. And that's now they can just milk it for the rest of the time.
What's the risk? Everybody loves Marvel.
Yeah, they took a risk by doing Iron Man as their first movie because Iron Man wasn't a popular character in the comics.
I guess
they're taking risks with Star Wars left and right. They just keep coming out with movies until people stop going.
Did you see the news about Carrie Fisher in Episode 9?
No, dude, I don't keep up with any Star Wars anymore. Like, it's jaded me. The whole shit has just jaded me.
They're using.
I haven't even seen Solo still. I keep telling myself I need to see Solo. I may see it this week, and then that way we can talk about it next week or something.
How are you gonna see it?
Well, I'll have my ways. I'll go to a barbershop and get a DVD.
They're using like cut footage of Carrie Fisher, so it's actually going to be her in the movie, but not her. So we'll see. We will see. Well, any closing remarks, gentlemen?
Venom trailer looked good. The new one. They showed Riot.
I didn't watch it. I try not to watch trailers.
They showed Riot. It was the one they showed at Comic-Con, so.
They showed who? Riot?
Yeah, Riot. He's a symbiote.
A symbiote. There's supposed to be 6 of them, isn't there?
Yeah, but Riot's the main villain type.
Until the very end when Carnage shows up.
Carnage. I think they'll tease him at the end of the movie. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
They'll tease. I think they'll tease something at the end.
Like they have to tease them.
I'm totally clueless on anything Venom, so I'm kind of going into it with an open mind anyways. So, like, I feel like regardless of if I see the trailers or not, like, I'm not going to know anything that's really going on, so.
Yeah.
I'm still not sold on the CG, but we'll see. We will
To the B team this time.
Yeah.
Nah,
sure.
that'd be good. It'd be
It's
good.
Sony, so yeah, it's the B team.
It'll be
It's the
good.
C team if it's Sony.
It'll be good.
We
I'm
will
hoping.
see.
I'm
You're
going
hoping.
in there. I'm going in there very optimistic.
Yeah. I'm trying to go in with low expectations, so I'm blown away.
Nah, I'm going in there optimistic. If I'm let down, I'm let down. Oh well.
You excited for Spider-Man went gold today on PS4?
I saw that.
I don't even know what that means.
That means
It
that
just means it's regular.
they're sending it off to
ready to like,
manufacturing.
ship off. Yeah,
It's ready for action.
for
What?
manufacturing.
ready to ship off and like manufacture.
Oh, okay. I'm an idiot. I had a video game test on that whenever that was one of the terms.
To
It's
go
like
gold?
gold means it's like, okay, I know what you're talking about. I'm
which
an idiot.
honestly-
You failed your test.
Yeah,
Going gold
I-
is bullshit now because with all the day one updates, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So
and PUBG still being in pre-alpha or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck it is. It's like we're gonna make it.
PUBG and Fortnite alpha mode until the day
yeah,
it gets
Fortnite's
shut
still in
down.
beta.
We're gonna
technically.
make it an e-sport. We're gonna make it an e-sport, but it's still in alpha, guys. Don't worry. We're fixing the bugs.
Fixing bugs.
That's the way to do it. Say, oh, it's an alpha. Just fix the bugs, and they can keep it like that the whole time.
Well, guys, this has been another episode of TopiCast. This is episode 50. The
50.
50.
Yeah, it's
Did it.
50.
We
Yes.
almost hit a year of episodes, guys. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. That's a milestone, if I ever heard one. Anyways,
Yeah,
if you like that,
it is.
give us a rate on iTunes. It helps us in the algorithm, like I said before. You can check us out on Spotify, follow, hit the little bell, all that jazz. Twitch, whatever you want to do. Hit us up on the meads for your needs.
Needs for your needs.
Social
Oh,
media.
God.
Hit DJ Beta 86 up on Twitter and tell him he's a little bitch. And
I'll get my army to get at you.
He'll
Don't
get his-
try me. I got like an
We've
army
been
of like
told him
5
that.
people.
For the past like 5 weeks, and your army hasn't said a goddamn word.
There's no one messing with me on Twitter.
oh, I'm gonna
I
get
am
him. We're gonna get him.
Give me more followers, and that's not a good idea because
Give him more of an army. Whatever.
Yeah, because last time we did a live stream with your followers, they turned out to be a bunch of racist guys.
that was fucking hilarious.
That was a long time
I love
ago.
that. Oh, that was great. That was the best time.
That was
I loved
funny.
it.
Oh,
But like
God.
always, guys, hit us up in there. I'm one of your hosts, Daniel. That's Joe and Jarad. And this is TopiCast episode 50. And we're out. Out.
Peace.
Out. Out.